So this is the 345 at Epsom 10 furlong handicap, and you can see this is the easy play where we've already made the trade on Great Hall at 54, we've laid off at 37.73, and we've already hedged out of the market. So we've got the hedge in play, and now we've got a decision to make. We can keep the hedge, or we can put money on to one of the other horses. So for example, if I want to put £2 on the favourite with the hedge, I've basically got a free bet on Barocco. So let's put that, show that how it would be. So that's £2, so you'd have the £2 going on Barocco at 5, and everything else would be break even, apart from Great Hall where you'd lose a little bit of money. You could also change that to £1 and put £1 on Barocco and £1 on Final if you wanted to, and then you would have 2 free bets going into the race. Or what you could do is reback Great Hall at 34, and if we put that in there, that shows you the play on that, and we would have £64.53 going on to Great Hall, and now that's gone up to 36. So that's what we're going to do. We've hedged the market, we've made the play. This is the easy part of the late play. You can see we've got 7 minutes left, so I'm just going to put that £2 back in at round about 36, and that will give me £68 going into the race.
Fully matched.
So that's what we've done on this one. This is, like I said, this is the low risk, easy play. Everybody wants to be in this position, and now we've got this money going into the race, and we can put that in at varying amounts. So we can go in running if you want, and you can leave that as it is to try and win £68 if Great Hall wins the race. We can also play in running at 10 if you want to, and that would, let's just put £7 in there at 10, and that would give us a profit of 6.66 if Great Hall got down below 10. Or we could play at a little bit lower down at 5, and again we can put that in for £10 if you want. £10 at 5, that would give us £10 winning on the race, and we would still win £30 if Great Hall actually won the race. And we can play a little bit further down. We can put the money in at 3. So it's up to you what kind of stake you want to put in, and that one would give us again a £10 profit, but this time winning £49.33 on Great Hall. So what we're going to do, we're going to play somewhere in the middle. We're going to play for £5, and I'm going to put that in. You can see we're up to the 5-minute marker now. This is the time, if you're in profit, no real need to play anymore.
Fully matched.
We've got the potential profit. Now it's just a question of what price we're going to go to in running. And I'm going to put that in at 5. And don't forget, right click, in play, keep, and that's basically it. So we're at the 5-minute marker now. We've made the trades. We don't need to make any more trades.
I'm out of here, man.
We're in a good position where we're going to either break even on the race, or we're going to win on this particular race, either £9.50, or if Great Hall wins, we're going to win £30. So that's the basic, easy, late game play. Don't play inside the final 5 minutes. We've got the money, we've made the lay in the market in running, and everything is taken care of. All that's left now is to watch the horse and see if it gets below 5 in running. So we're well past post time now. You can see I've made no attempt whatsoever to play on the 48 now, because we're so far into the race and the race is off. So it's just a question now of see what price the Great Hall can come down to in running. We're not going to lose on the race. We can only either break even or win. So it's a mile 2 race. Plenty of time for prices to be quite flexible. You see Great Hall 140. Back down to 85. So these early skirmishes just indicate possibly where your horse is running in the race itself. And if you see the price going out, you can more often than not believe that your horse is running towards the back. If the horse is coming down quite sharply, then you've got a front runner. And if it's staying round about the same, the horse is just behind the leaders or in mid-pack. That's more or less what you would want to see. But doesn't always work like that, but the high percentage call is for those figures. So Great Hall trading at 75, 60, 55, see if it any comes lower than that, 50, past halfway in the race now, probably about 4 furlongs left, down to 34. So that's the lowest it's been so far, 32. Probably about 2 furlongs left, 27. Going back out to 50. Drifted right out there to 250. Massive fluctuations in price. And gone out to 1,000. So that's not to be. It's not going to get down to a tradable price on this one. But you can see it was so easy to make the trade, put the horse in running, and see if you can win some money on the race. On this occasion, there wasn't any takers for the price in running. But that's the easy one. That's the opening salver, if you like, to late play trading. So this is the 235 at Epsom, a 1 mile handicap, and you can see we're doing some late trading on Chevalier. Now this time we're going to do the play up to 3 minutes, and when the 3 minutes marker comes up in the screen over here, we're going to take the back bets out.
Fully
we're going to
matched.
keep the lay bets in, but keep the bets out at the 3 minute stage, and then we can try and lay them off up to half a minute before the race. So that one's been taken. Just put that back in at 50. Price has gone down to 44. You can see this build up there at 50, so I'm going to just put another 2 in at 48. Remove that one at the top. So we've got one in at 48.
Fully
We're going to trade
matched.
that at 44. Lay that off at 44. So we've still got about 3.5 minutes for these bets to be taken. So we've now had that bet taken at 50, let's put that in at 46. We've still got these at 55, 60, 65, 70, 75 and 80. We've got a good backup there. We're trying to get these laid back off at 46. The price is pushing out, but we have seen that these can turn quite rapidly in the past, and there's no reason why it shouldn't do that again. So plenty of money at 50. Looking to take the bet at 55. Still got 2.5 minutes on the clock here with the back bets. $55, the next one in play.
Fully matched.
That's been taken. We'll put that in at 48. Looking to get the one taken at 60.
I'm out of here, man.
All the time. That's the 5 minute warning marker. So we're still playing up to 3 minutes. Don't forget, this is the trade where we're playing the back bets up to 3 minutes, and then the lay bets. We'll try and get those done about a half a minute before the race. So still hovering around about 50, 55 at the moment. You can see we're got a hedge loss of only 29 pence. We've got £6 invested. Still plenty of money on the left hand side, but there is a build up now of money on the right as well. So once this big chunk of money's gone, I think we'll easily get into these 3 bets here. So we've got about 1 minute 15 seconds left on this particular play. Just waiting for these bets to get taken. 1 minute left. Market's still undecided. Big chunks of money coming in at 50 again, still there. I'm going to play this right up to the 3 minute mark. This is the next step in the late trading game. So we've got about 3 minutes left. Now, Once we get past the 3-minute marker, I'm going to take the back bets out of the market and just leave these in to see if we can get these taken. So coming up to the 3 marker now, get it in your mind, program yourself to do it. If this is how you intend to play this particular race, then 3-minute marker, you take the bets out. All we're left with now is these lay bets at 48, 46 and 44. You can see we're not making any more bets on this particular race. We're just waiting to see if these can get taken. So plenty of money coming into the market now. This is where you will get some stifling. You can see on the graph there, trading between 50 and 55, maybe going up to 60 on occasion. So once you've got this big money, and it's very difficult to get these trades sorted out. So we're coming up to half a minute before the race. You can see the market's gone against us. We've still got these in play. We're not adding any more bets at this stage, and now we've got a decision. Do we hedge the market and make the loss of £1.52, or do we keep these in running? And I'm going to keep them in the same place as I put them in before. So what I want to do is, this is a higher risk play obviously, but we're trying to get these matched, and we're going to have to do that now in play or take the loss. So we've decided we're going to do the in play running. So I'm going to right click, all in play keep, and then we're just going to sit back. If it gets taken before the race, that's fine, but we are willing now to go into the race because we're going to lose about 30% of the money anyway. So it might be better just to leave it in running, see if we can get down to 48, 46, 44. Obviously we're risking the money, but sometimes if the market goes against you, you've just got to go with the flow and take your chances in the race. If you lose, it's all taken care of within the bank. You've lost your £6, that's fine, leave it, you'll make it up on another race. So the race is off now. We're just waiting for these to see if they can get taken. See the price just bobbing about 65, 60, 55, 50. We want it taken at 48, 46 and 44. So the price coming to 55 there. It will move pretty quickly. We're looking for this figure to get down to 44, just to get these bets taken. About halfway is round about here.
Fully.
And you can
Match.
see all the bets are now taken. So we've got £36 running on to Chevalier, and we can obviously try and trade that in running. Now be careful when you're scrolling down a little bit. So we want to play for, we'll just put it in at 6.18, just that's handy there, and I'm going to put that in. You can see how much we would win. So we've got the bets taken, we haven't lost on the mark apart from the 4 pence, and we're now trying to see if we can get down to 5 in running. You can see the price coming right down, just missed our price target there. So it did come quite low, and I think now it's going back out and the horse is obviously beaten. So we did save that money that we were going to hedge, and we had a chance of winning on the race. We just left that in running and the price came down to 9 in running. So sometimes it is better to just leave the money in. If the market goes against you, don't hedge out. It is a little bit more risky, but most of the time, 70%, 80% of the time, you will get that money taken, and then you'll have a bet in running. So that's the result of this particular play. So this is the 7:30 at Doncaster, a 7 furlong handicap. We've got 2 possible plays. Lexington Times looks like it's been backed in, so we're not going to probably get any trades on that one. The one that's looking a little bit more like being taken is Bertie Whittle at 34, and we've put that in with a view to going at 36, 38 and also 40 if we can get that trades done. Now we're bearing the time, it's about 4.5 minutes to post time, so we are hitting these prices a little bit late, and if it gets within the final 2 or 3 minutes. We might have to trade right up to post time, but anyway, we'll see how the play pans out for now. So that first trade has been taken at 34. We're going to put it in at 30. Put another £4 in at 36. You can see the time ticking down towards the 3-minute mark. Now normally would be taking the bets out of action here, but we're going to play a little bit different here. We're going to play a little bit more risky strategy, and we're going to play right up to the time of the off. So we've got another one in at 36, and we've got this lay bet in here at 30. So we're hoping to get a few more in the last 3 minutes as we work towards post time. You can see that price just pushing up towards 36. That should get taken pretty quickly, has done at 36. We'll put that in at 38. Just keeping your eye on the time all the time. Now going down to 2.5 minutes. Looking at 38 being taken. We've also got these two layers in at 32 and 30.
Fully matched.
And that's been taken as well into the final 2 minutes before the race. I'm going to put that in at 34. So we're now hoping the market's going to swing back in our favour, 34, 32, 30. If it doesn't, we might have to go in play and put in the high risk strategy. So you can see a lot of money coming in at 36. Pushing up towards 40. Quite a lot of money coming in at 38 and 36.
Fully matched.
So that's taken. 16 is the limit for this particular trade. What we're going to do now, if we can't get these taken before the off, we're going to play in running. And we're going to halve the price. So the price on Bertie Whittle is 37. And we've got £16 invested in the market. So we're going to play 32 a little bit lower down at half that price, which is going to be 18, 19. We're going to play at 19 if we can't get these taken. If we can get them taken, then we'll just trade out as normal. Going down towards the final minute, I'm just going to put in place the £32 that we're going to play with, and the position that we're going to play is, like we said, at 19. So let's just scroll that down. Now if I put the 32 in at 19 in play, you can see that gives us no money back on Bertie Whittle, but it does give us a £16 profit on the other horses. So I might just want to put that in at 18, and then we've got a profit on Bertie Whittle as well. In fact, if we're putting at 18.5, we've got £15 right across the board. So if these don't get taken, we're going to put the £32 in. I've got the £16 in, so to win £16 the price has to come down to 18.5 if these don't get taken before the start of the race. And they are pushing close to getting taken now. So we might have to just put in one at 24.
Fully matched.
That's been taken, so the 24 play is now going to be at 18 if we don't get these others taken. Remember, I've just changed that because we've got 4 taken, so we've only got 12 invested, and we're going to put that in at 18 if these don't get taken. If these get taken, that's fine, and we can just trade out as normal. So just watching the market, you'll notice it's gone past post time, so I'm happy to go in play with this horse, and I'm not playing for that much money. There's no panic really. If I lose the £12, that's fine. If I don't, the price has to come down to 18 in running. So just waiting to see if the off is now going to come before these prices get taken. And I'm also going to put in a 16 as well, just in case something gets taken, and also 8. So at the moment we've got £12 to take, so 24 at 18 is going to be the in-running play. But we've got a time before the off. And see, this is a deliberate in-running play that I'm making. I'm not panicking about going in play because things have messed up. Yes, the price is not doing what I want, but I'm quite happy to go into the market because I'm not putting that much money in. My whole bank is not going to disappear if Bertie Whittle doesn't come down to 18. So we're getting close to post time now, 1.5 minutes past post time. Don't forget, this is a high risk play. You could lose the money in play if the price doesn't reach 18. But this is just another way to look at. This is another option that you will have when you're trading on a race. Don't be frightened of going in play, because if you're playing for a certain amount of money, then you know, if you lose that, that's fine. You'll get it back over the next day or so. So that's it in play, and we're £12 down, so I can put that in at 18. And we're just waiting now to see if that price gets matched at 18. So the price is round about 42, 40, 38. Might come down a bit late because it does finish in fairly fast as Bertie Whittle, so it might be on the scene late. So we're going to have to play the waiting game. Let's see what price it comes down to. Still sticking at 50, 48, 60. Round about halfway now, 3.5 furlongs left. Price going out to 100. 65. Needs to be making a move sometime shortly. Going out to 300. 500.
Fully matched.
And there, it's taken now. Bertie Whittle just comes with that rattle at the finish, and you can see the profit there on the race. So it was a waiting game for Bertie Whittle, and it did get taken, and now it's gone back out. So don't be frightened of going in play. You can get trades like that where all of a sudden the price gets taken, it's in with a shout at some stage during the race, and that makes the profit on the race. So I've now got a £12 or £11.40 profit on that race, and if the same thing happened on the next race, then if I did lose the £12, I'd just be back to normal and I wouldn't have any money either way. So I won on this race. Maybe next time it won't happen, but if you are frightened of going in play, just relax, let it go in play. Play for that kind of stakes where you're doubling what's left over. So remember, I had £12 in the market that was left, so I'm playing for £24 stake in play, but I'm halving the price, and that got taken at 18, which is roughly half of the 37. So I hope that's put some fears of going in play out of your mind. Obviously, if it didn't reach 18, we would have a loss, but quite a lot of the time you will get the price taken at half the price, and it just gives you another option to look at when you're playing. So you can do hedging before the race, you can play in running with potential profit, but also don't be frightened of going in play if it's a deliberate attempt to make some money. And you can see how that's panned out. We've made on the race, so that's fine for this time.